Yo, what's up guys? Chase the Bro here, and welcome back to another Elden Ring DLC update video. Today we're going to be taking a look at all the new weapons and spells showcased at the recent Red Bull Shadow of the Erdtree event. Our fellow content creator Lost took the time to watch and analyze all of these different showcases of the weapons and spells with me, so I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Hello everyone, I'm Lost and I'm here with Chase the Bro. Say hi, Chase.
Hello Losty, how are you?
I'm doing pretty damn well, my man, and today we will be breaking down the new DLC weapons that have been shown to us on the Red Bull event. Now I say us, but we haven't been there. We are relying on footage from the streamer Elajjaz. Big shout out to him because he was one of the
Huge shout out.
Yeah, he was one of the few people who actually showcased the weapons like us PvP nerds want him to. So that's great. And also we are watching the video made by Ratatoskr. He has been compiling these clips and I really appreciate that because that makes the process a lot easier for us to go. So go and subscribe to both of these guys and let's get to it.
Nice. Oh, he started with the perfume.
Yeah, first weapon we're looking at is the perfume, and I'm super curious on how this will function with poise. What's the poise damage here?
Yeah, it's interesting that it doesn't cost FP as well, since it's kind of all AoEs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a straight up weapon, man. No FP consumed unless you're using the Ash of War, I assume.
It does seem slow, at least. Like, you kind of see it building up like the perfumes, you know? Okay, this is probably like the standard light attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Kind of reminds me of like claws.
Attacks.
Yeah, jump attacks, the way they like cross.
Are they delayed? That's the question here. Will you be able to like hit him and then you get hit yourself because the attack is delayed?
Probably, because it's kind of like a little projectile that explodes after.
Yeah, it seems like it. Well, 212.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
whatever.
I see what you mean.
It's...
Yeah, we're seeing the requirement. It's Dex Faith.
Absolutely. It's Dex Faith. That shows that if you want to be using perfumes, that's the build you want to go in with.
Wait, and hold up. You're forgetting one thing. It can be infused.
Oh, crap. Yeah. But, hey.
Oh, interesting. So you can have a heavy perfume bottle?
You can, but this is lightning perfumed.
That's why it's got good scaling for being lightning perfume.
It's still Faith, though.
Yeah, and it also doesn't have an Ash of War attached, so I'm confused.
Yeah, there will definitely be Ashes of War for the perfume.
Yeah, definitely. That would make sense. They just don't have one equipped right now, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me just see this for a second here. Yeah, he doesn't have like an actual infused perfume, but it says lightning, so that's interesting.
Yeah, this is all lightning damage. It all comes from both Dex and Faith, which is different because lightning is usually pure Dex, right?
Yeah, it nerfs really everything else. Yeah, Dex, Faith, CC. Exactly. More so Dex requirement too. Maybe it ends up being more of a Dex weapon. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I suppose this thing probably has some base Faith scaling then, just simply because the lightning would infuse it into Dex. Oh yeah, I'm also intrigued because it does all lightning damage right here, right? I wonder if you do infuse it with other things, if it's going to change it or just stay like that. Because it's kind of like the spark aromatic, you know, where you throw the explosion and it's the lightning. True. So if we do infuse it with fire, do we get one? Fire damage? Yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting. The next one we're going to look at. Oh my god, the Claymore. It just has a Claymore. I love it. Oh, that looks pretty cool. The Fire Knight's Flame Art Greatsword. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that looks so cool. Oh, I want to see the Great Katana. I don't know why I'm so excited for that. Just sounds cool. Oh, and the Milady. We've kind of seen this though in the trailer. The Milady? Is that the name? Yeah, I think so. Okay. There's a lot of stuff to talk about here, but I love that it starts with a poke. Yeah, its moveset is really flowy. I like that. It kind of interchanges between like slow and fast too. I like that. Yeah. It moves him forward much more than I feel like other weapons do. And here's a question for you, man. Do you think this has hyper armor? I know, it's a light greatsword, right? That's the question. It would be really strong if it does. If it doesn't though,
I still might prefer a greatsword. It's hard to say. If it did, I would like it to slightly. Maybe not be able to tank the super slow weapons, but it is really quick.
So low hyper armor, I want to say. Low hyper armor, but I would give it hyper armor.
Yeah, I think most things kind of need it in this in terms of PvP just because, you know, you're always fighting outnumbered. Even like some of the slower weapons that have good poise damage are quicks too. Like great axes are pretty quick when you think about it.
Yeah.
So that's fair. I'm excited for that though.
And here's the stance.
Yeah, that's why I like it so much.
Oh, that's so cool.
You know what? I'm really liking that they're focusing more on stances.
Yeah.
I've seen, I forget, was it in the other trailer? They even have...
Shit.
Oh!
Look at that.
Is that the heavy?
That's the heavy stance attack. It brings the character forward. I really feel like that's going to be fantastic for PvP. And hey, look at that. That's the heavy charge attack as well. That's what I've always been saying with every single charge attack. You want the movement forward.
Pause it here. Yeah, you definitely do. Anything that kind of has a stationary attack, it's so easy to just avoid. And they all need forward momentum, and having more thrust is kind of good for weapons that don't have a thrust moveset. Like I like how the heavy, like we just seen, goes so far forward with a thrust.
Yeah.
Very useful. So the magic Milady plus 25. At least they're doing it all with like fully upgraded weapons, so we can see the damage and scaling nice.
Yeah.
Hard to say what it is naturally though. It gets an EE and B when it's magic infused. Higher dex requirement though. I'm kind of gonna assume it's a dexterity weapon.
I'm thinking it's going to be slightly quality, but it's
I would like it to be. They need more actually good quality weapons.
I think it's going to favor dex, even though it's going to have quality elements to it. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, kind of like a few of the weapons that we have that are somber weapons. But this is infusible anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter too much at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Really cool though. That's definitely one of the cooler movesets I've seen.
I think this is going to be super exciting for PvP.
I love, like, we've seen 2 weapons so far, and it already would mix it up so much. The perfumes are a little bit interesting though, for sure. We'll see how that works.
Absolutely.
So should we go to the great katana?
Well, I'm gonna.
There we go.
Oh, there! I found it as well. It's a flame art great katana, and this one definitely favors dex. Even with flame art, you can
still has a D in dex. Yeah, B in strength. That makes sense though. 18 requirement for the dexterity. All right, great katana, looking huge.
It looks cool.
Oh, I actually like the light attack chain just because it gets a random thrust in there.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm not super excited about, overhead attacks, but with the thrust coming there, I think that's a really cool
It does
attack.
Mix it up nicely. Oh, the crouch is a thrust attack. Oh, that's huge. You can pressure actually really well with that.
That's very true. And we got another stance.
I love the stances. Oh my god, it's the chop. It's the overhead chop. It's your favorite. The triple. Oh, that's actually cool. Wait, I'm going back to that.
Forward so well.
Yeah, that has great momentum. Even the standard one, like he said the light, right?
So there's one chop with a light, and for the heavy there's 3 chops.
Yeah, the light. The 3 chop is the heavy. That's awesome.
That is pretty damn cool. I'm trying to find the stats again a little bit.
Oh, you want to go look at like its requirements? I remember it was 18.
You know what? Screw it. That's fine. It was 18. Clearly, this is also going to be akin to the Great Curved Swords, even more than the light Great Swords.
Its moveset is I don't know why curved great swords are very good. I just don't use them that much. I feel like I would use this more. I like that it has like a thrust when you crouch attack. The weapon art is awesome. Wait, hang on a second. Is it an infusible weapon art? It is, I think. So wait.
Yeah, if
it is. That's its own Ash of War. Okay.
I would assume it's kind of like the Ash of War on the standard longsword. I don't remember the name of it, but what's it called where you get the stance?
Just the stance, right?
Yeah, well, it's got a name. What's the name?
I don't remember its name.
God damn it. We are professional Elden Ring YouTubers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but to be fair, that Ash of War has been like in the Souls game since Dark Souls, like whatever. It's just the straight sword Ash of War, you know?
Yeah, it's just a straight
I forget it has a name. Wait, actually, does the Milady have its own Ash, or was that a stance Ash of War as well?
That was a stance Ash of War as well, I believe, because the Milady was magic infused.
All right, so after the Great Katana, we have the Backhand blade. Oh, the like reverse grip curved swords, I'm guessing?
Yes, so I'm at 542.
Yeah, I see the stats at 541. It is heavy infused. What build did they have him rocking?
He's at one.
Why is everything Flameheart and then heavy and then magic?
Hey, I'm not complaining too much. He does get a solid amount of damage there at
for a heavy infusion, yeah.
Yeah, 500, and it does seem like the heavy backhand blade or the backhand blades would be slightly more dex.
Yeah, they have the higher dex requirement for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They're like curved swords. Most curved swords do better, I think, dex. Except for the Shamshir, I like heavy, but... Okay. Just like a really flowy dual curved sword moveset. It's the Dancer's Blades returned. That's heavy attack. Interesting.
That is pretty smooth.
Yeah, the weapon art is... it reminds me of the Corvian, but I think we're going to get iframes during that dodge, I bet.
Oh, I believe so too. That's
going to be interesting.
That looks so good.
I know. Honestly, man, you can easily just react, dodge, punish someone. Like, that's going to be interesting to deal with as well. I'm going to pause it for a second.
These weapons seem to be... I don't think they built these weapons for PvP, but whatever.
Definitely not, but hey, it'll be interesting.
Whatever design philosophy they're using is definitely benefiting us. I think that these weapons will really change PvP moving forward.
Oh yeah, that right there just kind of nullifies a lot of things if you can just reaction go for the blindside attack. Oh, it's called blind spot. Really cool.
Yeah.
And wait, okay. They'll probably do well on all infusions. They have like a standard requirement, nothing crazy. And you can, well, I don't know why it just came to mind, but you can put this Ash of War on weapons. What weapons?
Yeah.
I wish we got to see like them looking at the Ashes of War, you know, not equipped.
Imagine putting this on a greatsword.
I was thinking that. Just Claymore, dodge, thrust. Like, oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah.
This is the bear claw?
The bear claw.
Yeah, they look brutal. And I keep saying, right, that I want weapons that move you forward when you attack in PvP. And look at this thing.
I know, every attack is just bringing it forward momentum. Hey, that one, is that a heavy attack?
It seemed like it to be a heavy attack, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like jumping around with the heavy. It's pretty wild.
It looks so cool.
Oh, the Ash is like, just like the harder hitting claws, probably.
Harder hitting claws, they might have some sort of hyper armor, because for PvP, I don't see that have too much relevance.
Yeah, it's hard to, I'm going to go back to it, but it doesn't have as much forward momentum as the actual attacks do, which is funny. Like the R2 will be pretty good from what this looks like, just jumping forward.
I think this one is you trade with this. You know, you trade with this when you want to just end it, and they have little health, and they are being a little desperate, and they're coming at you.
That would be optimal. If it doesn't have hyper armor on the Ash, not as useful, I would say. Looking at it, it's a little slow. Next up, we have the martial arts.
Everybody has been waiting for these.
The fact that there's kicks is really what's intriguing me, right? Like, look at that attack chain.
Look at that. That looks so good.
It does, actually.
My God.
And you know what I'm liking? They do like 2 hits together, and then the third one's usually like a longer strike. So they're taking into consideration the fact that people are going to roll away, and it needs distance. Like, look at that running attack.
Oh, that's so good.
That is so good.
Jumping attack heavy?
You know,
the jumping heavy, what the... Do you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
That's cool.
I see it.
I'm actually so excited for that.
the coolness factor aside, another weapon that really moves you forward, and another weapon that definitely can apply tons and tons of pressure.
Yeah, we need more of this. You know, fists are good for pressure, but their moveset isn't too interesting to me. This is like fists, but with way more interesting attack chains.
Yeah.
Like, look at that.
Okay, I'm looking for it.
It's at 805.
805. Yeah.
So it's naturally like quality, but more dex scaling, I guess.
Yeah.
Higher strength requirement, which is interesting.
Well, it
is a shield, I guess.
Makes sense. And
Yeah.
you're going. This is a dueling shield. I would imagine that you're going to be two-handing this thing. So
yeah, its guard boost is pretty high, actually, 60.
Oh,
pretty good.
that is good. That is good. And
Yeah.
to compare this to another weapon or another shield, the brass shield, which is the best shield in the game, quite frankly, that has 69 nice guard boost.
Yeah,
So,
and it's a medium shield, right? So
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
medium shield. So that definitely has some potential, and I'm very curious whether or not or how the
like the moveset is going to tie into it.
Yeah, well, I was thinking when you block and you get hit and you counterattack, that specific guard
yeah.
counter, that's the word, is going to be interesting because if it comes out quickly and it's more of a poke, then there's more value here than regular weapons.
Yeah, then it could actually be useful. I almost never use the guard counter, to be honest. I don't know if you do, but I don't.
Whenever I do, it's like a meme.
Yeah,
right?
you're not trying to be good with it. It's just, hey, let's try this.
Yeah, it's never the best option, but once in a while you trick your opponent and you feel good. You know,
yeah, you're like, I landed it. Like maybe with a Colossal, even then probably, I'd rather guard and then just do a heavy attack.
Yeah, exactly.
It roll catches.
Exactly.
But yeah, guard boost 60. Let's see its moveset. Interesting looking.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the first attack is a thrust. Most of them are.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. The heavy's like a thrust slash almost.
Yeah, they're like there are some slashes, and there's like thrusts that kind of get moved to the side just a tiny bit.
Yeah,
well, that was
core. I was gonna say that was short.
We'll just pause there, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm just going back to look at it quick. So I just want to see the attack chain again. The R1 comes out. I just want to see. It comes out pretty quick. So maybe you could guard with it and then do an R1 immediately to roll catch them if they roll away.
Maybe.
But, you know, its range is not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. It is a shield, though, I suppose. I wonder if you get block, like, if you're attacking during it. You know how, like, certain weapons have hyper armor defense? I wonder if they'll give it something like that.
Oh, that would be great.
That would help it.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm actually at the...
Smith
throwing daggers.
Yeah, the throwing weapons. The Script Smith, is that what it's called? I just want to see the stats because this is interesting. They are, Smithscript dagger. It needs 11 int and 11 faith.
And 11 dex and of course absolutely no strength. But this is strength infused.
Wait. It needs 11 dex but has no dex. Oh, it's strength infused. Okay. I was like, wait, why does it need dex with no dex scaling? But that makes sense.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. It still get int and faith scaling, so...
Oh, I wonder what it is naturally, then. If it's EE after being heavy infused.
I would guess... Naturally, I would go with a CDD, maybe?
Yeah. Decent guess. I don't know. I guess we won't see until it comes out. But cool, interesting. Actually giving things to int faith builds. I wonder... if they'll give us an infusion for int faith, maybe. Oh, dual weapons, yeah.
Yeah, these are dual weapons, and he can throw them, and he threw them quite far with the Ash of War, but here you can see it's just naturally throwing daggers.
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought at first when I heard about this that like the heavy attack was a throw. I'm assuming they have regular attacks as well. Maybe not, though. He's doing all projectile throws.
So we're moving on to a different video now. This is PWARGaming. Big shout out to him as well, because he has some things that Ratatoskr didn't. So now we're going to check out him. And we're going to the
Smithscript weapons first, yes.
Yeah, so 3, 2, 1, go.
So there's the axe, the throwing axe one.
Yeah. That looks kind of sick, honestly.
Yeah. It also has int scaling and needs int faith.
Pause the game there, because I'm interested in these things.
Oh, he has wild strikes on it. Yeah, so the moveset is the throwing, and the Ashes of War can be whatever you want. So it probably still has a moveset.
Yeah, in the Ratatoskr one, I do think that one of the Ash of War was a throwing Ash of War.
Yeah, they probably have some of those as well, yeah.
Yeah, but in this case, he has wild strikes, and he has this. This is in Magic Smithscript, so the int is not natural.
Yeah, it's higher now from the Magic. Okay, so probably just like minimum int faith, and the scaling's gonna come from one of the other.
But this is 800 damage, 800 and something damage, man.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, it is. That's pretty high. What kind of? It's a standard axe too. I'm going back to it because it went to another weapon, but yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe the throwing attack is like the heavy, like we heard.
Yeah. I'm going to hit play. I'm at 51. Did you hit play? Did you go back?
Yeah, I'm just looking at wild strikes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm looking at wild strikes. And now he's switching over to the hammer.
Yeah, what is this one called? This is the Smithscript Great Hammer.
That throw with that heavy is gonna that's gonna make the weapon so good.
It comes up pretty quick too. He does like the double spin beforehand, but still, it probably has some ridiculous distance.
Yeah.
And then there's a spear as well. Oh, the Smithscript spear.
Spear. Yeah, that looked like the regular throw.
The Ash of War throw. Oh, but you can put on like an Ash of War with it, so it's kind of better. You don't have to have the Spectral Lance Ash of War. You know what I mean? You just throw it yourself.
Yeah. And then he's trying out an Ash of War on my screen now.
Yeah, I just want to take a look at the stats on the Smithscript Spear. Oh my god.
Okay, did you find it?
Yeah, so heavy infused it gets a B, and it still retains an EE and int faith. So they seem to have probably DD int faith, or maybe probably DD or CC maybe.
Well, that's kind of exciting, honestly, because
they need more for that stat class.
More int faith has been something that we have been begging for a while.
And the fact because that they didn't include it. I don't know why they didn't include an infusion like that. There is magic,
Yeah, there is magic, and it's a whole class of lore spells there. So
they may have saved it for the Erd Tree, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. But if this one is a heavy Smithscript spear, then I would presume that you can make it int or faith, and then you have your int or faith build. Yeah, rejoice!
Yeah, you can actually use that class. Then you can use the magic, because it on its own is hard. You only get the Sword of Night and Flame, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So
that's the only one.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Oh, a longsword. Standard longsword? Oh, but he's got the poison flower blooms twice, Ash of War.
Yeah, I have seen this one actually, and it is pretty sick.
Interesting. That's got some pretty good distance, actually.
Yeah, distance and speed. This is something and this can be used not only to catch people who are running away, but I imagine if somebody's running towards you and trying to slash at you with a heavy greatsword, for example, you can maybe jump over their attack and get them with that kick.
Yeah, I wonder if it would still give you the feet iframes because you're in the air,
Yeah, and I paused it now. I'm at
yeah, I went back to look at it. 753. Okay. I just went back to look at it a bit. Oh, greatsword. I see. All right, so we're seeing a flaming Zweihander, basically.
Yeah, it seems to be fairly standard from a moveset point of view, but that is a cool Ash of War. That looks like the
oh, charged heavy, like a thrust heavy. I like that.
Oh,
so it's like the Zwei's heavy, yeah.
That's fantastic. We need more thrust attacks.
We do, and the Ash is interchangeable, so that's an Ash that can go on Colossal swords, I guess.
I paused it to just check out all of that stuff.
Yeah,
and
I'm coming.
It is a Fire Knight's heavy greatsword.
Do fire weapons awfully get an A?
Yeah, alright, so there's fire damage.
Oh, minimum faith requirement though, for sure. So yeah.
Yeah.
So 22, 18, 12. You know, I'm seeming like I'm probably going to go into the DLC with like 12 faith.
It seems like I'm going to have to do that myself. There are a lot of weapons that...
Yeah, that's 4 we've seen so far, and that's just out of these, like, 9 that have been shown.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I have to say, I'm liking my strength choice, though. These are all strength weapons. Except for the dual blades.
I'm very excited about the light greatswords. Those are my absolute favorites. But
yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool. I think that's going to be a fan favorite, probably.
We'll check out what comes next here.
A spell. Basically, teleportation.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, it's that NPC's spell. Do you remember in the tower?
Oh, yeah!
Miriam's vanishing, yeah. Oh, dear God, what am I seeing here? I go back.
So there's a lot of things happening.
There's a gravitational missile, but it like fires off. Hang on, let me see from the beginning. Multiple times, I think. So it hits, pulls, pulsates again. So like pulls in, explodes out. It's like Radon, but like projectile.
That's gonna be scary if for PvP.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more afraid of the lightning one, to be honest. What is this? It's lightning spear on steroids.
And then there's like tiny little light.
Yeah, the magic lightning swords. It's like, oh my God, dear no, not projectiles. wait, what's that? Is that a roar? Roar of Regula.
Yeah, that is something. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it there for a moment because we'll see it a little later on. But that roar specifically, it is a roar that you can hold down the button and it keeps attacking.
Okay, is it emitting? It looks like it's emitting scarlet rot, but maybe not. Maybe we're just getting a weird angle of it.
Maybe. The thing that it does do though, it hits multiple times, and I'm a little afraid that that's gonna be like a
roll catch.
Stun lock. No, a stun lock.
Oh, like it's like 2 quick roars in succession. Yeah, I see what you mean.
No, it's not 2 quick roars. It's like 5, 6, 7 or something like that, because it keeps going like pow, 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 pow.
Oh, you
pow,
can
pow,
just
pow.
hold it. Hang on, let me just see from the beginning. Roar.
You'll see it. See it a little later here.
I think. Okay, from what he did there, you'd be able to dodge the second one, but.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
Just wait and see.
Okay, can I just say I think my new fear is divine bird feathers.
Yeah, I saw that one.
How do you dodge that? I think it'll chip you no matter what. Imagine a whole team of people doing that.
I don't... Look, it's not going to be too bad if the thing... As long as it doesn't stun you too hard.
True, if there's no poise damage, it's not bad. Although it's going to be like guaranteed chip, I think, if they're within range.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be something that you take into consideration.
Ooh, hey look, it's the ultimate force, sort of. You know, it's kind of useful. That's pretty applicable for certain areas, but I don't think that would be too scary to deal with or fight in PvP. Doesn't look like it's going that far.
Yeah, it seems a little slow to be
like your recovery's slow.
Value.
It seems like. Although maybe he's not attacking or rolling out of it. I don't know. Aspects of the Crucible Bloom.
Okay. He's a flower.
Oh, it's that flower attack.
Yeah. That's also not gonna be scary. For
yeah, I know, it's very slow.
Yeah.
The lightning one is a little scary though. Having like what is it, 6 projectiles on top of, and they're staggered. Like if you dodge the lightning arrow, will it chip you? It might.
It might.
And the gravity missiles is cool though. I like that they're doing more interesting things here.
This one is fascinating because it did that. Oh
it launches at the end like an actual like knockback.
Yeah, imagine just imagine invading in that area.
Imagine more than one person using that. Oh dear. Oh, wizards.
It is
glintstone nails, huh?
Yeah, it seems like just another standard
projectile, yeah.
Projectile.
Tracking. Yeah. Let's see the roar here.
Here we go.
One.
Oh. Just give it a moment. Give it a moment. You'll see why I'm nervous.
1, 2. Yeah, it is pretty successive. I feel like I don't know the range of it though.
Well, it didn't
that hit him. What do you mean? It hit where the zombie was standing from where he is? It hit him.
Oh, it did hit him.
That's pretty far.
I'm a little afraid of that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. What in the? Oh, he's got some more that he didn't have equipped too.
There are quite a lot of stuff here. But I want to see that. Well, there you go. Pest threads.
I'm not a fan of pest threads as it is.
We'll see what happens here.
Oh, you can charge these ones. Pest thread spears.
Okay, well these seems like 2 well, no, there's more. It's just a little visually difficult to see.
You know, we've been mistreated when we're happy about only 2 projectiles at a time.
Yeah.
We're scarred. Claymore? Oh. Radon? Radon gravity thrust?
Yeah, this one is a little crazy.
Oh, you can use it successively.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, at least twice. He does it twice too. So it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's the end of it. Then they just show them going through the little area.
If that's it, then yeah, I'll just pause it.
Yeah, that's amazing though. That showed us a great deal of new weapons. I think if I had to summarize what my favorites were, I want the Great Katana, the Milady, and I think those were my 2. Oh, and the hand-to-hand combat, but that's kind of like everybody,
martial arts,
right? Yeah,
yes.
like who doesn't want the martial arts? This looks so cool.
I think everybody's going to be crazy for martial arts.
We're going to be running into 3 like fields of 3-man martial artists.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Fist fights.
We'll pull out a chunkier weapon hopefully, and we'll just trade them to death. But we'll see how much damage they do.
The 1v3 fists only. It actually applies now.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay, I guess that is the end of the video though.
Indeed. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you soon.
And thank you, Lost, for commentating. Alright, that wraps up the analysis of all the weapons, spells, and Ashes of War showcased at the Red Bull event. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The DLC approaches. It's only 4 days away at this point. I am so excited to stream the first playthrough and just discover everything with you guys. But until the next video, this is goodbye. I will see you guys all next time. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye. Goodbye.